Hey guys, good morning. It is Ryan here on this beautiful, lovely Monday. And I just wanted to share some things with you guys that I feel like God's really putting on my heart, that He's really just bringing some clarity and some revelation to, especially through all the stuff that we're going through right now, all the times that we're going through. So just real quick, I was reading a verse in Matthew 9:15 through 17, talking about the new wine. And when I really started to think about what that meant in the new wine, I feel like the cry of the church has really been over the past couple years, Lord, send new wine, man, give us something new, that new freshness, that new elatedness in you, you know what I mean? And so when I started to think about that and really started to pray that myself, I go down further in the verse and it says, I can't give you new wine without new wineskin, because if I was to do that, it would burst the old wineskin and then it would just leave a mess everywhere. And I started to think about God's goodness and His kindness and how He really is and how much He really does love us, that He can't and wouldn't, as a good father, put a new wine into you if you're still carrying the old wineskin. And because it would burst, it would make a mess. It wouldn't be good for you. It wouldn't be good for him. It wouldn't do anything but make a mess and cause a lot of catastrophe and a lot of hurt. And so I think in viewing this time that we're going through right now with heavenly perspective and the Father's eyes and the Father's view, really, I really believe that this is a time where He is letting us go into a place of seclusion and a place of devotional lifestyle with Him, that actually what He's doing is equipping an entirely new wineskin, man. It is an entirely new transformation, so that when this does end and the new wine gets poured out, it's something that we can hold, it's something that we can attain, it's something that we can steward well. And when you start to see it with that perspective, it makes this not such a bad thing. It makes this, oh man, God is really going through the process to get me to be the container that He's always desired me to be. And then I read a little early on in Matthew 8, and He was talking about when He's on the boat with the disciples and the storm hits. And in Matthew 8, He says, "Why are you so afraid? Where is your faith?" And man, it stuck me right in the gut that we as a people and disciples of Jesus and sons of God, I feel like that's the cry still, is, where is your faith and why are you so afraid? Don't be afraid of this. And then He turns around and He quiets the storm. He tells the storm, be still. And the storm is still. And then I was thinking about it, and God brought to me where He says, be still and know that I am God. He wasn't saying that to the storm. He was saying that to His people. And I think that same reiteration right there, I know us as Christians, we can get frustrated when we're saying, be still to the virus and the storm has to stop. But my challenge is what if Yahweh, in His goodness and in His desire for us to be whole, is saying, be still to us, to the storm that is within us, that is still filled with fear, that is still lacking in faith. And through that being still within us, actually what He's doing is creating that new wineskin, that new container to be able to hold on to whatever is about to happen and what's about to take place. And I don't know about you guys, but I know that this time has been incredible for me personally within my own devotional life. God has been continuing to pull back the layers. He's continuing to reveal and show and sanctify and really bring it into a place of like, man, I really need you to continue to be real. I really need to deal with the things that I'm holding on in my old wineskin, because what you want to do is something new, which is really the original thing, which is really what was meant to take place in the garden. And getting back to that original state really takes the sitting and the kneading process. And so I just really wanted to share that word with you guys, that it blew my mind that we as Christians can get pretty frustrated sometimes, especially when we hear, oh, you've got the power, you've got the authority, you've got the same Spirit of Christ. And that's so true. And I really believe that we have the authority to tell things like this, to be still and the storms to dissipate. But I don't believe that we can tell natural things to happen until we really believe who we are and really believe that we really have the same Spirit that raised Christ from the dead, that we really have that authority. And when we receive the command of be still and know that I am God and let me quiet the storm of fear and doubt within you, then it leverages, you now have permission and authority in the spiritual realm to release that naturally. And that just blew my mind. That just blew my mind. So I really want to encourage you guys, sit through the process. Get into the place of the devotional life to where you're saying, I'm just going to sit before you and my proximity to your feet. You do what you want to do. And then out of that is naturally going to flow an incredible authority and identity and sonship that I just believe the church has never seen before. I really believe that he is raising up the sons of Yahweh, the sons of Abba, into this new place, into this new generation, that it is going to radically change things. It's going to radically change what church likes when we come back together, what family and communion looks like, and what it means to fellowship as a body and as a congregation. So I hope that's a word of encouragement to you guys. I love you so much. Continue to get into your word. Continue to let that thing really saturate the depths inside of you, to go after the things inside of you that squirm when he says, you are beloved and I cherish you and you mean so much to me and I am passionately in love with you. And whatever the things are that start to move inside of you that says, oh gosh, get me out of this place and out of this position, realize that's him transforming the old wineskin. That's him soaking it in oil so that you can now contain the new wine. Come on, man. The new wine that he is about to pour into you, that he's about to pour into us as a people, as a body, and as a movement of what God's about to do. I really believe that he's about to break something new inside of us, not just inside of the view of the church as to what the world's going to see, but I believe something inside of your heart, something inside of your person is going to radically shift and transform, that the doubt that used to be there isn't going to be there anymore, that the unbelief, the thoughts or the back and forth is all of a sudden going to shift, and that he's going to make us a people that are firmly planted, that are set upon the rock and are not moved by the shifting sands anymore, that aren't going to be swayed back and forth of the sands anymore. So I love you guys. I love you. I love you. I love you. And so does Yahweh. So does Abba. Abba truly is passionately obsessed with you. So I just wanted to share this word of encouragement. Pass it on to people that need to hear it. Pass it on to people that need to be encouraged. Let them know, and please reach out, message, text, video chat, whatever it may be. Let us know what we can do to help and to pray and to encourage you guys. So we love you so much. I hope you have an awesome, blessed day. Take care.